Good morning. How are you guys?
Good.
Great.
So you guys have heard countless times, that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and there have been many studies trying to prove or disprove it. So what is it? How important is breakfast really? Well, from the title, you guys can see that I put "Don't skip breakfast." So the simple answer, is yes. It doesn't mean that it's the most important, but it does mean that you shouldn't, or at least try to minimize the amount of times that you should skip it. And you know that you guys start off your day with breakfast, and so you want to have a good start on your day, right? And I get the feeling that most of you already agree with me, and that breakfast should be eaten. But how many of you actually had breakfast this morning? I know I did. I just had a couple egg muffins before I came into class, so I practiced what I preached. There are a few reasons that I want to share with you the next time you guys try to head to work or to school with an empty stomach in the morning that will make you think a little bit more about whether or not you should skip breakfast. And like I said, most of you guys already agree with me, so this will be kind of like my last stand or my last push to get you guys over the edge to have you guys eat breakfast more. So those reasons are that it improves energy and metabolism, so you can have better energy in the morning. It improves concentration, so it will help you in school, work, whatever. And it can make you grumpy. This is what will happen if you actually end up skipping breakfast. Okay, so in the morning, your blood sugar levels drop down. Other things also cause your blood sugar levels to drop down, like taking too much insulin, exercising too much, or drinking too much alcohol. But a couple of them include missing or even just delaying a meal. The reason why the first meal is called the breakfast is because the purpose of the breakfast is to break the fast that your body has been in, which is during your sleep. And in your sleep, you guys aren't taking anything, so you're in a fasted state when you wake up. And in your sleep, your body uses up the fuel to keep running and to repair any damage. And if you guys were in A&P or biology, you guys know that it's your metabolism that basically keeps your body alive. So to make sure that your metabolism does keep going, try to eat something within like a couple of hours after you wake up. That's how you keep your metabolism going. When talking about how it improves energy, it makes sense that you would have energy because you had something to eat. And if you want to optimize the amount of energy that you have in the morning, it's not enough that you just eat something. What you eat also counts, so you have to eat the right foods as well. So when your breakfast consists of items like whole grain breads and cereal, which should already have a good amount of fiber per serving, you're fueling your body for the entire morning. A bowl of cereal is actually a pretty good breakfast, but choose them very carefully. And you guys have seen those cereal commercials directed mainly for children, right? Like over here on this left side, you can see Trix, Cocoa Puffs, Frosted Cheerios, Cinnamon Toast, even Cheerios, Honey Nut Cheerios. Okay, well, the Rudd Center for Food Policy and Obesity at Yale University studied over 277 different types of cereal and then ranked them based according on several health factors. And a list put out of 10 cereals that you probably want to avoid, and they're mainly the ones that you see here. And the reason why is that these cereals contain a certain amount of sugar. When I did my research, I found that the top 10 cereals that you want to avoid, they have the amount of sugar they have ranges from 30 to even 50%. And the cereal with the most amount of sugar is Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and I think right behind it is Honey Nut Cheerios. I didn't know that. Not the Honey Nut Cheerios was supposed to be good for you. So. Well, the Cheerios, just the Cheerios, I guess those are fine, but the Honey Nut ones have surprisingly a large amount of sugar. And you guys already know that too much sugar is bad for you. Okay, so the second slide is that it improves concentration. And this one shouldn't really come as a surprise since breakfast has already been found to improve energy and also short-term memory. An issue in the Indian Pediatrics in 2008 found that middle school students who ate breakfast every day had better attention, better concentration, better memory, and better school achievement overall than kids who sometimes ate breakfast or never did. like the slide says, your brain's energy source, glucose, decreases when you're sleeping because it's used up repairing your body and organizing everything you know while you sleep, which is why a lot of people say that sleep is extremely important. The second bullet, it says that eating a healthy breakfast keeps blood sugar levels steady. And when it is steady, it allows optimal cognitive function throughout the day. So you're mentally, throughout the day, you're on your tiptoes, as they say. And the last point that I wanted to make to you guys is that it makes you grumpy. So when you actually do skip breakfast, it can and probably will make you grumpy. When I was doing my research, I found that it can actually become very serious if skipping breakfast becomes a habit. It might not affect you right now, but it will in the long run. Especially with the way our body works, it won't work as efficiently or as fast the older we get. And this point goes a little bit beyond just feeling like everything annoys you in the morning. So like I mentioned before, your blood sugar levels in the morning are a lot lower, or your blood sugar levels in the morning when you wake up are a lot lower than when you fell asleep, hopefully at least 8 hours before. That low amount of blood sugar causes a blood reaction called hypoglycemia. And that low amount of blood sugar is what causes a person to be grumpy in the morning, which could explain why you don't really want to get up most days. Sometimes you don't even know why you don't want to get up, but the thought of it annoys you. And when you do get up, you can probably see yourself complaining about how I have to go to school, I have to go to work, I have to do this, I have to do that. I'm pretty sure that you guys have already had those kind of mornings. So again, your sugar levels in the morning are low and getting lower little by little, and that blood sugar level, the low one, can cause hypoglycemia. And it becomes a little more serious the older you are. So you want to check your levels if you can, because when the symptoms come, they happen real quickly, they happen real fast. And it has the potential to injure and or kill you. Symptoms don't include things just like being grumpy. There's a lot of other very serious side effects. Notable ones are the ones you see here on the screen. So shakiness, rapid heartbeat, nausea, impaired vision, headaches, and seizures. And if you're left untreated for a while, you could pass out, you could be dying and be at the mercy of whoever might be near you. Now I understand that this is like an extreme case and the chances of it happening are not too high, but it is possible. And it's especially dangerous when you skip breakfast and you have a long drive to school and work. There was even a 1999 study in the journal Psychology and Behavior showed that adults who ate breakfast had a greater positive mood in the morning. With this point, it doesn't mean that if you do skip breakfast, it is a fact that you will be grumpy and nothing else. It just means that you are more likely to be grumpy than any other emotion. So, and to conclude, having a better health overall obviously won't come just from a good breakfast. You also will have to eat healthy meals the rest of the day. If you're thinking about skipping breakfast, remember the reasons that I told you guys why you shouldn't. If you eat breakfast, you can improve your energy and metabolism. You can improve your concentration, but if you actually do end up skipping it, it can make you grumpy. So the choice whether to eat breakfast or not is a pretty big factor in how you go throughout the rest of your day. So think about how better your mornings or probably your days will be if you just ate breakfast. And remember, like the Snicker commercial always says, you're not you when you're hungry.